Hello everyone. Let's start with the next concept under the first section, Introduction to the Prompt Engineering. Before we start the next topic about how the evaluation starts from command-based prompt to the context-based and then chain prompting, I just want to share one thing. This particular course is for all kind of a people. It's not for the developer. It will be available for all the employees, all the participants who wants to understand about prompt engineering. So the examples till section 3 will be the normal examples and technical examples are included inside the fourth section. So we will understand the basics about prompt engineering in the first three sections. Okay, so let's start with the prompt engineering, how it gets evolved from different types of a prompting. But before that, let's revise the prompting. It means we are communicating with the AI. We are um, giving instructions to the AI, okay, in a well structured and defined format. So we can get our work done by means of AI. Okay. Now, to become an expert prompt engineer, you just have the knowledge of two basic things. First one is your domain, okay, and second one is nothing but the communication, simple communication, okay. So domain knowledge, it means consider you are a developer and you are talking about the React and the AI is giving you the response. You should know and you should aware about whether the AI giving you the correct answer or not. So for that, the domain knowledge required. If you are from the marketing team or sales team or HR team, whatever the thing you are asking about your domain, that basic knowledge you should know you should have about it, okay. Then and then only you will get to know whether the response are coming from the AI are correct, or you need more modification, or you need kind of a more specification, okay. So basic thing to communicate is nothing but your domain knowledge, and second one is nothing but a communication. Now let's go ahead how there are the different types of prompting, what prompt technique called as so useful in which scenario. So let's go ahead. So as in we have done in a previous video, we are asking the same thing to the different AI tools or models, and based on their reply, we understand the concept. Okay, so it little bit small. It will reduce my time, your time to understand the concepts. So let's go ahead. So basically, so it's nothing but an early approach. It's been started from command prompts. It just meaning that just tell me AI what to do. So this is the one question or one kind of a command we are asking, and it's giving us the response. Okay, so this is the early approach, which is the short type of a questions are there, direct instructions are there, and less context. Okay, so like write a blog post about coffee. Okay, so the pros are nothing but a quick and easy to try. Who has a basic understanding, basic knowledge about English, they can go ahead and communicate with it. Okay, but cons are it gives you very vague responses, and result can be a generic or common kind of a response, off target response. Okay, so this is the prompt command based prompting. Okay, next one, we get evolved in terms of AI communication, communication with AI. And then we understood the no, we have to give some kind of a context to the prompt. Then and then only we'll get a specific kind of a. So context prompts is nothing but a tell the AI who it is and what it's doing and for whom. So basically, we are telling AI that this is my client, and you are kind of a head of a marketing team. So how you communicate with this particular client? So we are providing the context. What is the background? What is the environment about this particular prompt? So improved approach, we are adding the role, we are adding the audience, we are adding the tone and constraints and background information in this kind of a prompting. So this is the example. So rather than talking about or asking the blog post about coffee, you're saying that you're a coffee expert and writing for the lifestyle blog, okay? And you have to write the blog post near around 500 words, okay? And it's for health and benefits of the coffee for the busy professionals in a friendly and relatable tone. So we mentioned everything over here. We given the whole information about the environment, about what we are, what AI should supposed to behave. Okay, what kind of a different constraints are there, tone of a communication. So pro is nothing but a more relevant, targeted, and on brand results are there, specific and to the mark results are there. One still produces a single and one short answer, no refinement loop. Okay, now chain prompting is nothing but we have to break the task into the smaller tasks, and we have to connect them to get a proper answer. So this is kind of approach, advanced approach, and use multiple prompts in a sequence, and where the output of the one prompt is nothing but the input of the another prompts. Okay. So it's like a functions we normally use in, so in respective with respect with the developer's point of view, these are the functions. Okay. So this is the function giving the out generating the output and providing it that output as an input to the another function. Similarly, there is a chain. Okay, so prompt one gives you one result. That one result is nothing but a input of the another prompt. Again, the second prompt will generate some kind of a output. That same output will be the input of the third prompt. So this is the chain. Okay, and final result we can combine the things and we'll get a refined output. Okay. So for example, there are some tasks provided here. List 5 unique blog posts and ideas about coffee for health conscious readers. Then take 3 ideas and create the detailed outline with 5 sections. Write first draft based on the outline under the 600, and then rewrite the draft with a more engaging and opening paragraph and better transitions. So we are taking the 5. Out of 5, we are collecting the 3. We are just explaining those 3 blocks in the detailed format. Then first draft is based on that outline under the 600 works. And then we are just rewriting the draft with a little bit engagement and better transitions. Okay, so what are the pros? Higher quality results through the iteration and easier to control the refine and more creative out. Takes more time and requires planning. So now one more idea we can do here. If consider you are using the chain prompting techniques, and you are using that particular prompt multiple times. So you can save the prompt. Okay, you can create the prompt library. Okay, so there are frequently used prompts, and these prompts are little large. Okay, big number of line and number of statements are there. So what you can do, you can create it once and you can reuse it from the library. So you can do that thing also in case of a chain prompting. Okay, so why this is evolution matters, because we are changing the way of communication with the AI, and this will change in every 6 months now onwards. Okay, so we should know where we started and why we are evaluating, why we are just changing this type of a communication. Okay, why there is a command prompt, what is the pros and cons, why we shifted to the context. After that, why we shifted to the chain prompting, which one will be the best for the which scenarios. Okay, so if you have a one way kind of a simple kind of a task, you can go ahead with the command prompt. If you want to uh, treat yourself or treat AI as a particular person, then go ahead with the context prompt, provide the context. And if you have a large task, then you can go ahead with the chain prompt. So this is the decision you have to take. And again, as I mentioned before also, you have to do the uh, practice, R&D, add based on your scenarios, you have to change the prompt techniques as per your requirement, and that thing you can achieve by means of a practice. So this is the, I have asked that you can just make a visual timeline diagram and showing this command context and chain evaluation with the help of examples. So this kind of image it's create for us. So you can do lots of experiment with these things. Okay. The same thing I have asked to the Claude, and where it is. So here it is. So this is nothing but a progression how prompt engineering has evolved from simple instruction to the more sophisticated approach. So command-based prompt like direct and single instruction, it's kind of a revision now, okay? Because context rich prompt, all background information, constraint and specification mentioned. Chain prompts, there is a breaking complex task into the sequential steps where we can prompt build on the previous out. Okay, so an advanced chaining trick. So this one is nothing but advanced point Claude gave us. And advanced chaining is iterative refinement, role switching, quality gates, and branching logic. So let's understand this one by one. So iterative refinement, each prompt improves the previous output in a chain techniques, okay, advanced chain techniques. Role switching, different experts handle the different parts. I have I have tried one prompt. So consider I have given that you are my tutor and I want to learn the prompt engineering. So guide me what should I have to do. So rather than asking AI that create the course content for the prompt engineering, I am asking AI that you are my tutor and you want to train me prompt engineering. What will the topics you will guide me, in which you will guide me? So these are the two prompts. I have seen the difference and I got this particular, when I giving the role to the AI model, then at that time I get a specific response and which is really good. So rather than handle let AI handle everything. Okay, in a prompt engineering. So उसको बोल दो कि भाई you are the one who is going to tell me what to do. Okay, so just make him expert. So you are a you are a kind of a medical expert, you are kind of a educational expert, you are kind of a marketing expert. So what you will do in this scenario? Okay, then it will gives you, I will do this thing. Then mention, okay, I want to do this thing. What you will do? How you will suggest to do these things? So ask the question and get the answer. Ask the question and get the answer. Okay, and quality gates built in evaluation steps between the chains and branching logic. If X, then do Y. Otherwise, it's kind of a if else conditions, right? So branching logic, you can go ahead. So this evaluation reflects the growing understanding that AI works best when treated less like a search engine and more like a collaborative thinking partner. This is really important line. So it will work best when treated less like a search engine and more like a collaborative thinking partner that benefits from clear communication and structural work. So AI is there to help you, but how much help you can get from the AI, it depends on your prompts. Okay. So here it is. And from this PDF, we have reached till this LLM configuration. So about the LLM configuration and LLM output configuration, we should know how exactly the LLM works. And that thing we will discuss in the next topic, in the next video. So how exactly the prompt considered as an input to the LLM model and how the LLM model, on which basis this LLM model generates the output. This operation we will understand in short. Okay, if you want in detail explanation, the videos are there. Okay, YouTube based videos are there. So as I mentioned before also, I am creating this video because if you don't want to go ahead with those videos and if you want to understand the things in a shorter way, you can visit my or you can view the my video. Otherwise, best explanations given in the provided YouTube videos. Okay, so let's stop here and wait. One more thing that under this particular topic, we have discussed about this perfect prompt technique or formula. So let's understand about it little bit in short. So it's a prompt technique. It's a structural method of crafting the effective prompt so that AI gives you the clear and useful. Obviously, this is the technique for the better outcome. So what exactly the test stand for? Provide the context, define the role for your AI, provide the intent, clearly state the goal and outcome you want. So this is nothing but a task, if you can say. Okay. Next one is nothing but just a minute. So this intent is nothing but a task. Okay, clearly state the goal and outcome you want. While stating the game, if you want to pass some kind of a parameters like length, body, style, or kind of a tone, so you can pass the parameters, steps, and examples. If you want to provide some examples, that thing also you can do. So in short, this is the script, and this is the one example. I am creating a 3 email onboarding sequence for the new productivity app. So what is the role? Act as an experienced email marketing strategist. Intent, provide an email copy and drives the engagement and sign up. Parameters, each email should be under the 150 words and conversational way. Steps, outline the purpose of each email before giving the copy. Examples, use the style similar to the friendly SaaS onboarding email. So you can provide the example here. So this is the best prompt to get our work done. Okay, so all AI understanding the full picture, style, constraints, target, outcome leading to the more relevant, higher quality results. So this is the one examples, and this is nothing, this particular technique, nothing but described or explained in this particular YouTube video. So next, we will try to understand how exactly the LLM works in AI models and how we should give a input and how it generates the outputs. Little bits in a overview format, we will try to understand. We are not going to understand it in a deep and in detail way because we don't need it. We are the users of that particular technique. But to use it properly, we should know how that particular technique works. So that's why this particular concept is there. So that's all for this particular video. Take care. Bye bye. See you in the next session.